some young broke dude.
In tonight's edition of very specific kinds of people I can't fucking stand. Men who drive fucking gigantic shiny pickups that they obviously just have as ego boosters, who fucking tailgate you on an empty stretch of freeway at night, and they've replaced their headlights with fucking military grade 500 proton scatter billion lumen searchlights that they fucking utterly blind you with while honking for you to get out of your lane because they just desperately have to go a full 40 miles over the speed limit or their dick will just jump clean off their balls and hurl itself out their window in shame.
The president makes a new law that anyone shorter than him gets executed, but he accidentally makes it an amendment to the Constitution, so it applies to future presidents too. In the next elections, there's a frenzy of people voting for the shortest president so they don't die, and this is how they end up electing a 3-foot-tall man named Pinwheel Patrick, who goes on to become the most tyrannical dictator the world has ever seen.
The best nap is the one you take after having several drinks at brunch when it's 60 degrees outside and you open all the windows and flip on the fan, lay on the couch under miscellaneous blankets, and you just know the smell of homemade soup is going to wake you up. That is the nap.
I'm sure sex is great, but have you ever gotten stoned and eaten a burrito alone in your underwear and dozed off in the middle of it, and then been startled awake by a loud sound on TV, and so resumed eating your burrito, unsure of how many minutes or hours or even days had passed?
If you listen closely to the lyrics, it sounds like she's describing an abusive relationship, or at least a manipulative one.
Oh yeah, like when your mom blames you for everything and gets mad at you for being sad. When you try to talk about your feelings, she somehow manages to turn it against you. And you have to bottle it all up, and she says she loves you and then gets mad at you for not talking about your feelings. And then you can't sleep because of all the anxiety that is caused by all the years of emotional abuse. And then you go to YouTube to listen to songs about how you feel and ends up making a whole comment about you that no one wants to read so you can feel better. Or something like that, I don't know.
Every selfish act you do is affecting another person or another living thing in a negative way. You cut in line, you leave a shopping cart in the parking space, you littler makes another person's life just that much harder.
You block the entire fucking aisle at Costco when you're excited about a fucking sample while the rest of us are trying to get by. Move your ass, I'm trying to get to a 5-gallon bucket of maple syrup.
r/OddlySpecific. Ever sit down while wearing a skirt but the chair is lower than you think, so you plop down and air gets trapped between your thighs and reverberates the fat so it makes the sound of a huge wet fart, and the people you are talking to respect you so they don't say anything?
I fucking hate the bear at the big blue house. How does this dickhead afford a 3-storied house when all he does is fuck around with a blue rat and a couple otters? This has ruined my suspension of disbelief and I can't continue to watch it anymore. If I see that bear, I'll fucking kill him. I hate him, 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 I hate him!
Cape Town is hosting a mindful drinking festival, which is alcohol-free. Why are we like this, guys? This is why the rest of the country can't take us seriously. We only have ourselves to blame with nonsense like this. A whole festival for cool drink. We really have a cheek.
Drinking non-alcoholic beverages is like kissing your sister. It tastes the same, but it just doesn't feel right.
Is everything okay at home?
Pour cold water in mouth. Add uncooked pasta noodles. Heat water to boiling using the power of your own rage. Straight out boiling water through teeth while making eye contact with your mortal enemies. Add sauce, snort parmesan. Kill the gods.
You're gonna shit your pants and kill your roommate when you see what these child stars look like now. Work friends are so funny because, like, do we see each other outside of work? Almost never. But do I know details about your sex life? Do I know your financial situation? Have I seen you in every mood imaginable? Do I know all your deepest, darkest secrets? Hell yeah. I wish I had a dick and a razor so every time life threw me the slightest inconvenience, I could go tear up the mountains with my bros, then cheat on my girlfriend with a high schooler after I ask her to take a video of me not making it up a dirt hill.
Oops, you've just killed someone. What is the most creative way to hide the body?
Ever since I was a kid, I always thought if I had to hide a body, it would be smart to keep it somewhere temporary, then leave an anonymous tip to the police about it being buried in a certain place. They will then dig that place up, realize it's not there, and move on. Then I'd bury the body in that place. The freshly dug soil won't be suspicious, and the police wouldn't look there because they already have.
You know when you're just frying your squirrel and the local tramp offers you a cigarette but you're lactose intolerant so you bleed everywhere?
This kid's not stupid. They're a comedian.
Fucking brilliant level comedian. Too bad this wasn't the 24th century Star Trek timeline. Kid would be identified and steered to work on his giftings. Instead, Kid will likely be reprimanded lightly. Early training to tow the fucking line drone for his, her, or they's future as an underpaid employee for generic megacorp, or as an underpaid recruit in a 4-year stint as a truck mechanic to pay for college, but instead they get sent out on fucking forced patrol duty, manning a 50 on an exposed turret in a sandy town of pissed off locals with AK-47s, RPGs, and hidden roadside bombs, and never get physically injured, but the mental scars are there. And you can't just wipe away the sight of people being shredded into red goo before your very eyes and go back to civilian life in the next month and be expected not to punch Gary in the fucking throat for calling me a fucking baby killer. Motherfucker, I will destroy you, Gary, you red-headed prick. Oh, to be a handsome young Navy man in 1930 with curly hair and dirt on my nose on my break from hauling cargo from the shipyard, reading a little blue book titled Homosexual Life that I bought for 5 cents, pretending not to notice the banker's son eyeing me in a truly sinful way.
When you play Simon Says with your uncle and he says Simon Says don't blink, and then he starts fucking the cat.
Hey, Danielle.
Hey,
So can I be frank with you?
sure.
I'm not trying to date you or anything. I'm robbing a bank and need an attractive female to distract an overweight guard that runs the night shift. Clothing will be provided. All you need to do is hold his attention for 15 minutes and 49 seconds. Are you in or out, Danielle?
You ever notice when you look over at someone for half a second, they turn and look at you immediately? Then you look away, which makes it look like you were staring when you weren't. But you don't want to say that because that would make it worse. Then you pee your pants in front of the entire class. And when you ask the teacher if you could go to the bathroom, you call her mom and everyone laughs at you. Then you stand up and trip over on your own shoelace. Then everyone is staring at you. So when you stand back up, they see the pee-soaked pants. Then Jessica calls you a freak and Sophie and Melissa laugh and point and everyone starts laughing again. And you don't get invited to any parties and no one talks to you anymore because they all call you that kid who peed his pants and called the teacher mom.
If you ask a coworker, how are you, and they say, well, I'm here, that loosely translates to, I need you to push me off the roof. We can make it look like an accident. If I die, I'm finally free. If I live, we'll sue this place and split the money. Please, for the love of God, help me.
Yeah, sex is cool, but have you ever had a judge kidnap your wife and child and wrongfully throw you in prison, but then 15 years later you escape and meet a woman who owns a bakery, so you open a barber shop to slit people's throats while she turns the victims into meat pies?
You know when you're a fast walker and the guy ahead of you is fast too, but only 90% as fast as you, so you must pass him, but to pass him you have to walk comically faster than your normal speed or else you'll be in his personal space too long as you pass? That's annoying.
Do you ever cook something in the microwave, but it's still really cold in the middle and you just keep eating it instead of heating it longer because life is pointless and entropy is unavoidable and the universe is filled with callous and casual destruction?
Don't cross me or I will start a band and we will play your least favorite type of music and become huge. And the name of the band will be your car's license plate number. You will look like you got a vanity plate with our band's name on it. Oh my god, you will feel so stupid.
Just because I'm lifelessly laying face down on the floor nude and completely spray-painted gold does not mean it's okay to come talk to me at a bar.
I don't hang out with white dudes who use mustache wax anymore because it's only a matter of time before they fall in love with me and find out I'm gay and write a song on their, I don't know, their fucking harpsichord or banjo or ukulele about the girl from the forest who broke their heart but also they don't even like hiking. I know this seems oddly specific and that's because it is. 3 times.
Doctor, seeing scratches all over my back. Well, I can see you're sexually active. Me, remembering drunkenly mistaking a raccoon for Yoda and putting him in my backpack to train me as a Jedi. Oh yeah, I did like 100 of sex so far.
I often daydream about winning the Powerball and buying the licensing rights to Friends just to edit out the laugh tracks, then releasing it back to the public for free so everyone can finally understand how unfucking funny that shitty show actually is.
I think my favorite part of every flight is during takeoff when the pilot screams, "Bend to my will, metal Skybird, and take us to the big blueness," and all the passengers chant, "Skybird, Skybird," to convince the plane to take off.
I love you so much, Dylan.
Aw, Candace, I love you too.
Aw, how much do you love me, babe?
I love you so much, babe.
Aw, oh my god, you're so cute. What do you love about me?
I love everything about you, babe.
Aw, but tell me, what do you love about me?
I love you like the sun loves the moon, like the clouds love the sky.
Oh my god, you're so sweet.
I love that twinkle in your eye and the way your cheeks bunch up and turn red and rosy when you smile.
Aw, Dylan.
I love the way your auburn hair flows over your shoulders and like a mudslide down your back.
Aw, so sweet.
I love the sound of your voice when you call and wake me up first thing in the morning when I get up hungover after a long night out with the boys, roaming the streets and pounding back brewskis before heading back to Kyle's house to kill zombies on Call of Duty while Riley's girlfriend is calling insisting he come home. But he can't because he just put the pizza in the oven 3 minutes ago and it's gonna take at least 13 minutes at 375 degrees Fahrenheit plus the time it's gonna take to cool down before he can eat it, which is about the same amount of time it's gonna take for Kyle to decide he's had enough of video games and wants to watch reruns of Doctor Who. But neither me nor Riley wants to watch Doctor Who, so we both head out and Riley goes home to his dictatorial significant other, leaving me to find my way home. But first I stop at 7-Eleven to grab a Slurpee, but it's too late at night and they're cleaning the machines, so I just settle on a Barks root beer. But on my way to the counter I grab a bag of Doritos, cause I've kinda got the munchies from the big fat fatty that Riley smoked with me after we left Kyle's place. But I don't end up eating them because I black out and wake up in piss-soaked jeans still wearing my muddy sneakers. Only I don't know how they got so muddy because we drove to Kyle's place and didn't cross any fields or walk through any parks on the way home.
Oh my god, Dylan, it's like you read my mind. I was thinking the exact same thing.